It's been a very strange summer, what with his mother fussing over his sister all the time and saying, "Doesn't Sonia look pretty today? Doesn't Sonia's hair look nice in ringlets? Doesn't Sonia's dress look nice?" Sonia this and Sonia that became a daily, no, an hourly occurrence. It wouldn't be so weird if Sonia really was a girl, but she's not. She's his younger brother Vincent, and their mother decided she needed a daughter. And Vincent was the obvious choice since Andrews was considered too ugly and Gregory is too old. Today is a big day for Vincent because today is the day that mother is taking him to get his new school uniform. We all knew he'd be dressing like a girl at his new school, but I think even Vincent was overwhelmed by just how big a fuss our mother made about it. "Do I have to?" he moaned when mother told him to go and try the summer uniform on. "Of course, Sonia dear," mother replied in her annoying overly joyous voice she'd adopted. "Girls love trying on new outfits," she reminded him. "Oh. Okay," Vincent coyly replied. "Leave him, Gregory. I suggest," as our older brother Gregory sneers under his breath. "Huh. Mother reminds me." I mumble an apology and glance at Vincent. "Run along, Sonia. I can't wait to see how it looks," mother excitedly tells him. My heart kind of goes out to my little brother at times like this. I know he doesn't like being a girl, as whilst he appears to be accepting and willing, there's a clear reluctance in his voice and on his face. I can't imagine what it must be like for him, having to pretend to be a girl day in day out. A few weeks ago he was a normal boy just like me until one Saturday when mother turned him into her daughter, and that daughter could have easily been me. Looking back, it seems almost laughable that a simple card game would hold such high stakes. I'll point out that this was no tense game of poker, but a frantic game of happy families that would decide which of us three brothers would become a Sonia. I still recall the fury I felt when Vincent slammed his cards down on the table, leaving the competition between Gregory and myself. But this soon turned to elation when mother pointed out that the winner will become her new daughter and our new sister. All three of us assumed that the loser would have to become a girl, which meant we were all playing to win. And the fact that I was so close to winning still sends shivers down my spine. My heart went out to Vincent as he sloped off to his room clutching his gingham school dress whilst Gregory called him names. But somewhere deep in my gut I hate my little brother every time he says, "Okay mummy," whenever mother wants him to try on a new dress or tie ribbons in his hair or embark on some other girly activity. I know I'd be at least putting up a proper fight. "Andrew can be nice to Sonia, so why you can't, Gregory, I'll never know," mother said to my big brother. Mother and Gregory often have this conversation, but I don't get involved. On the one hand I agree with Gregory that Sonia isn't a girl and should be dressing or acting like one, but on the other hand I agree with mother. Vincent's simply trying his best in difficult circumstances and we should be more supportive instead of being nasty. This puts me on the fence, so I've stopped teasing Vincent for acting and dressing all girly, but I do try to avoid calling him Sonia or referring to him as her or she. In fact, I tend to avoid talking to him altogether since he became Sonia. Mother shouted up the stairs. "Come on, Sonia. We're all waiting to see how it looks." "I'm not," Gregory sneered as he shot up from his chair and stormed out of the house. Mother shook her head as he left, then looked at me. I smiled through pursed lips, but I didn't know what I was smiling about. We both watched as Vincent shyly walked down the staircase wearing his new school uniform. It's one of those bog-standard gingham school dresses that junior school girls wear, but in purple instead of the more common blue or green. Mother fussed over how smart he looked, made him try his school cardigan on, then the blazer, and possibly worst of all, a straw bow to hat. It was uncomfortable viewing, so I headed for my room. "What are you doing, Andrew?" Mother asked me. "Well, whilst you're there, can you put your uniform on too, please?" she added. "What for?" I asked. "Because I'd like a photo of you and Sonia in your school uniforms," Mother replied. I tried to moan my way out of it, but it was no use. After taking several photos of us, Mother sent Vincent to change into his winter uniform. Mother faffs with my tie and my hair whilst his up starts. Vincent returns wearing a purple and green plaid pinafore dress over a white blouse with a broad round collar. On his feet are the same Mary Janes, but his legs are clad in a pair of dark green woolly tights. Once again, Mother stands us side by side and begins taking photographs. Gregory returns, sneers at both of us and makes derogatory comments about our smart new uniforms, and bangs about in our bedroom, clearly looking for something. After a few seconds he bounds back down, sneers once more in our direction and storms out of the door again, slamming it behind him. Mother advised us to take no notice of him before she started fussing over Vincent once more. "Can I get one with your hat on?" Mother told him. "That's a different hat," I stated as he reluctantly donned a grey hat instead of the yellowy straw one. "It's the winter hat," Vincent replied, glancing up at its brim. The winter hat is grey felt with the school crest embroidered on the front and a purple band similar to the one on his summer hat. Its brim isn't as wide and its top much more rounded than his square-edged straw boater. "It's better than the other one," I said as I imagined having to wear something similar.